Hi everyone, and an update on the BMW R1300GS Panniers. So thank you to everyone who watched the last video just about the issues I'd experienced, and I know this is now a global problem with these. There's more on that still to come in the video, but I'm just going to talk you through my experience so far of it. So contacted our BMW dealership, who were grand, got me booked in, looked at the actual fault of the pannier, and they sent it to the workshop and managed to get it fixed. However, there's still a couple of things that need addressed on it. So great, they managed to fix it, which is grand. The problem and the problems are that now the central locking doesn't work on the actual top box, which is no good, so it's pretty much useless. You've got to manually lock it, which to be honest isn't too much of an issue, but it is whenever these come supplied with central locking. They should work the way it's supposed to do, in my opinion. They managed to get this actual clip. So this here was what the problem was. That had actually snapped off completely, and or not snapped off completely, but it came off the actual runner, which stopped the wee interlocking things at the back from securing it to the actual bike itself. But what is the problem now? This was damaged as part of the actual flap flopping open. I think that's probably the best way of putting that. They can't replace it at all. They know it's an issue, and the central locking doesn't work on it either. And I'm not really convinced, I'm not too happy even that that flap can still come open. So I'd said, what about a new one? And this is where the problem comes in, okay? So BMW have recognised this as a massive issue, and it's a global issue. The latest news on this, and it's been confirmed through some press, albeit it seems to be in German, but their solution, because they have stopped supply of these panniers, okay, you cannot buy them. Any dealer in the world has been told stop selling. So if you go and try and buy a new R1300, you're having to look at Givi, SW Motec, any other brand if you want panniers. You will not get these BMW panniers at all, okay? So I asked for another replacement of these, told no, can't get it. The solution from BMW is to put straps around the bike. And I get the straps that are going to fit basically around here and around the mountain points to stop it from opening while you're riding. Now, I'll be honest with you, this bike cost the guts about £25,000, about 25, 26 grand. That's a lot of money. The pannier setup as well was probably in the region of £1,500 for all the bits and pieces off it too. That's pretty expensive. That's a lot of money to spend on something that isn't fit for purpose. It just quite simply isn't fit for purpose. It was initially, but I think as the more miles has went on to this, there's been a known issue. BMW have identified it, they are trying to solve it, but they cannot solve it until June 2025, and at the time of recording this video, it is July 2024. So 11 months, which is mad, but that's what it is. So I'm going to have to do a couple of updates and sort of see how I get on with BMW customer services with it. The dealership have been absolutely brilliant. They've tried what they can do with BMW customer services. They've said, look, get your client to stick some straps around it. I'll be honest, I probably put some bungee cords, which probably solve the problem, but it doesn't, because it's £1,500 for that kit and it just doesn't work, which isn't right, to be honest. And I'm sure you'll agree with that, but it is what it is. So yeah, more to the point, it's damaged. Put nylon straps on that, it's going to rub, you know, do a lot of miles in this bike. It's not going to be great. It's not the way it should be. It's just not ideal. And I know they're trying. They need to try quicker. From my understanding, these are outsourced to Touratech, which Touratech are known for being relatively bulletproof for their stuff. I don't know if they've not tested it enough or what's happened, or, you know, something's happened with it, but it's not ideal. So that's my predicament at the moment. I've thankfully got the pannier back on. I am not taking that back off again. That broke so easily the last time. I have no confidence at all in removing that, because if that snaps again and I'm somewhere abroad or something like that, I'm not getting that back on the bike. I'm going to be completely snookered with it. So that's on, that's staying on, and I'm probably going to put some straps around it just to stop it from opening or potentially opening while I'm riding it, because albeit there's nothing in it, if I'm overtaking a car and I don't know that's fallen down, you know, you could hit the back of the car and cause yourself a bit of an injury or damage a car or something. You know, it's not great. I know some people have had that already. There's been loads of videos and photographs doing the rounds, and it's showing people having completely lost the side flap because it's just hit a car. But yeah, but it's in the hands of BMW just now to try and do what they need to do, and hopefully we get an answer pretty soon, because we need to get the R1300 back on the road again. I've got a couple of big trips coming up, really want to go on them, don't want to be worrying about that pannier issue, you know, starting to fall off or anything like that at all. But there we go. So if you want to keep updated on this, please do subscribe. Buttons down the bottom. Hopefully this will be some help to people who have either bought the panniers with the bike or people who are thinking about buying them. You can't, basically. If you're going to buy the R1300GS, look at Givi, look at SW Motec, look at Touratech, look at anything else, because you will not get those from BMW. Thank you.